development of agriculture along the Nile River. The fertile soil along the banks of the Nile enabled stable farming, leading to permanent settlements around 6000 BC. These communities slowly evolved into more complex societies. Around 3100 BC, King Narmer, also known as Menes, united Egypt, initiating the first dynastic period, marking the beginning of the Old Kingdom. King Narmer, also known as Menes, is considered a significant figure in Egypt's early history due to his role in uniting Upper and Lower Egypt. He is often cited as Egypt's first pharaoh, though there remains some debate and uncertainty about the exact details of his reign. Narmer ruled during the early dynastic period around 3100 BC and is regarded as one of the founders of the ancient Egyptian kingdom. His name is associated with various artifacts, including the famous Narmer palette, a limestone tablet functioning as a historical monument. The Narmer palette is a rectangular piece of limestone, approximately 64 centimeters tall, extensively engraved on both sides with images and hieroglyphs. It displays various scenes related to the king, including his victory over enemies and ceremonial rituals. One side of the palette shows a depiction of a figure believed to be Narmer, wearing the distinctive royal crown of Upper Egypt. On the other side, he is depicted wearing the crown of Lower Egypt. This likely symbolizes his rule over both parts of the land, representing the unification of Egypt. It's important to note that while Narmer is often credited with unifying Egypt, there's still debate and uncertainty among historians regarding the precise details of this process. However, it appears clear that during his reign, possibly through military victories and political negotiations, he succeeded in bringing Upper and Lower Egypt under one central authority. The Old Kingdom of Egypt stands as one of the most prominent and flourishing periods in Egyptian history. It's characterized by political stability, large-scale construction projects, cultural development, spanning approximately the first three dynasties from around 2686 to 2181 BC. During the Old Kingdom, the central government of Egypt reached a peak in efficiency and control. Pharaohs ruled with divine status as absolute rulers of the land. The administrative structure revolved around the pharaoh and his high officials. These officials, such as viziers and nomarchs, managed different regions of the country. The Old Kingdom is famous for the construction of the pyramids, including the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Menkaure. These imposing monuments served as royal tombs. Alongside the pyramids, mastabas were built. Earlier tomb structures with a flat roof over an underground tomb, later inspiring pyramid construction. Egyptian society was highly stratified. Besides the pharaoh, there were priests, artisans, farmers, and slaves, each with their own role and status in society. The ancient Egyptians held rich religious beliefs, believing in a pantheon of gods and placing great importance on rituals and burial practices to ensure the transition to the afterlife. The Egyptian economy primarily relied on agriculture, with the Nile's floods playing a crucial role in fertilizing the soil. There was also a vibrant trade, both within Egypt and with neighboring regions such as Nubia and ancient Mesopotamia. Luxury goods like gold, gemstones, spices, and exotic animals were traded. The Old Kingdom declined with a gradual decrease in central authority and economic issues. The first intermediate period, a period of political instability, followed the end of the Old Kingdom. While the Old Kingdom eventually collapsed, it laid the groundwork for many aspects of Egyptian civilization that manifested in later periods, including art, religion, architecture, and political organization. The technological and artistic achievements of this period remain a source of fascination and admiration to this day. Now that we've learned more about the Old Kingdom, we can discuss the pyramids. Pyramids are massive structures with a characteristic geometric shape, usually based on a square or rectangular base converging upward to a pointed top. They are notably known for their prominent role in ancient Egyptian culture, though similar structures have been built elsewhere in the world. The base of a pyramid is typically square or rectangular, although variations exist with an octagonal or multi-sided base. The sides of the pyramid form a series of stepped levels leading to the top. Pyramids were usually constructed using large stone blocks, often quarried from local quarries. The stone blocks were stacked to fit tightly together. In various cultures, pyramids served as tombs for kings, pharaohs, or rulers, intended as royal burial sites, where the deceased rulers were interred with their possessions and treasures for use in the afterlife. Pyramids were not just physical structures, they held profound symbolic meanings. They often represented the connection between earth and sky, with the pointed top reaching toward the gods. Additionally, they functioned as monuments emphasizing the power and authority of the ruling class. The construction of pyramids required significant technological and organizational skills. While their outward appearance and function vary, pyramids as architectural icons have fascinated people throughout history due to their majestic appearance and symbolic significance. The precise details of pyramid construction methods remain a subject of discussion and research among archaeologists and historians to this day. While there's no definitive blueprint, there are various assumptions and theories about how these monumental structures were built. One of the most common assumptions is that pyramids were constructed using ramps or ramp systems. These ramps would have been built along the exterior of the pyramids and presumably used to transport the large stone blocks to higher levels. Some researchers suggest that internal ramps might have been incorporated into the structure during construction. This would have involved transporting the stone blocks up these internal ramps, gradually increasing the pyramid's height. Another theory implies the use of levers and rollers to move the stone blocks. Levers might have been used to lift the stones, while rollers could have been employed to move them over long distances. Regardless of the precise construction methods, building pyramids was an immense undertaking requiring a vast amount of labor, planning, and organization. It's plausible that thousands of workers, including skilled artisans and unskilled laborers, were employed in these construction projects. The stones for the pyramids were quarried from stone pits and then transported over significant distances to the construction sites. Precisely placing and stacking these massive stone blocks required considerable precision and craftsmanship. Archaeologists and scientists continue to research pyramid construction methods. Experiments and reconstructions are carried out to understand how these monuments were precisely constructed. Modern technologies, such as 3D modeling and digital reconstructions, aid in exploring various construction scenarios. While there are different theories, no consensus has been reached on a specific method that explains all aspects of pyramid construction. The mystery of how these imposing structures were built remains an intriguing aspect of ancient history. The Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu or Cheops, is one of the most iconic and imposing structures in the world. It is the largest and oldest of the pyramids in Giza, located near Cairo, Egypt, and is part of a complex that also includes the pyramids of Khafra and Menkaure. Originally, the Great Pyramid was approximately 146 meters tall, though it is slightly shorter today due to the loss of its original outer casing. The pyramid was built using enormous limestone blocks sourced from quarries near the construction site. Inside the pyramid, various chambers and passageways can be found, including the royal burial chamber, the queen's chamber, and several passages and corridors forming a complex structure. The construction of the Great Pyramid is attributed to Pharaoh Khufu, Cheops, from the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, somewhere between 2580 and 2560 BC. It required an immense amount of labor, precision, and organization. Archaeologists and scientists are still endeavoring to understand the exact construction methods used to achieve such a monumental structure. The Great Pyramid has not only been an architectural masterpiece, but has also sparked several mysteries and speculations. There are numerous theories about the purpose of the pyramid, ranging from its role as a royal tomb to astronomical and spiritual interpretations. The precision of its construction, orientation to astronomical phenomena, and use of mathematical proportions continue to be subjects of research and debate. The Great Pyramid of Giza attracts millions of visitors from around the world annually due to its historical and architectural significance. It is part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site and remains one of the most remarkable and fascinating structures in human history. The Pyramid of Khafra, also known as the Pyramid of Khafre, is the second largest pyramid in Giza and is often confused with the Great Pyramid of Giza, Khufu. The Pyramid of Khafre is approximately 136 meters tall. Although it appears slightly shorter than the Great Pyramid of Giza, it stands on higher ground, making it seem larger at first glance. While most of the smooth limestone casing has disappeared, the upper layer is still visible, giving the impression that it was once entirely covered in limestone, similar to the Great Pyramid. Like other pyramids, the Pyramid of Khafra contains a series of chambers and passages, including the burial chamber located deep inside. It is also part of a complex that includes the Sphinx and the Valley Temple. The construction of the Pyramid of Khafre is credited to Pharaoh Khafre, who was the son of Pharaoh Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. The construction took place during the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, around 2520–2494 BC. Similar to the other pyramids in Giza, the Pyramid of Khafra has generated various mysteries and speculations. Some theories suggest that the pyramid once had part of its original casing, similar to the Great Pyramid. Others speculate that it might have had a different function beyond being solely a royal tomb. The Pyramid of Menkaure, also known as the Pyramid of Menkaure, is the smallest of the 3 major pyramids in the Giza complex, located near Cairo, Egypt. It is named after Pharaoh Menkaure, who is presumed to have been its builder. The Pyramid of Menkaure is considerably smaller than the other 2 pyramids in Giza. It is approximately 66 meters tall and has a base much smaller than those of the other 2 pyramids. The pyramid was originally covered with smooth Tura limestone, but much of this casing has disappeared over time. The top of the pyramid is made of granite, which is a distinctive feature. Like the other pyramids, the Pyramid of Menkaure contains various chambers and passages, including a burial chamber and some secondary rooms. The construction of the Pyramid of Menkaure took place during the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt, presumably around 2490–2472 BC. It was intended as the royal burial tomb for Pharaoh Menkaure. Although smaller than the other 2 pyramids in Giza, the Pyramid of Menkaure remains an important part of Egypt's historical heritage. It represents the last major pyramid construction in the Giza complex during the Old Kingdom. Despite extensive explorations and investigations, not all chambers and passages in the pyramids have been fully explored. Some hidden or unknown spaces provoke speculation about what they might contain. Modern technologies, such as advanced scans and surveys, are being used to gain more insights into the structure of the pyramids. Recent discoveries, such as hidden chambers or new insights into construction, have further fueled the mystery and raised new questions. Some people suggest that the construction of the pyramids might have been the work of extraterrestrial beings, due to the alleged impossibility of building such monumental structures with the technology available to ancient humans. There are theories claiming that the precision and alignment of the pyramids were beyond the capabilities of the ancient Egyptians and could only have been achieved with advanced extraterrestrial technology. The Curse of the Pharaoh is a mythical tale that developed around the discovery and opening of royal tombs, particularly those in the Valley of the Kings in Egypt. This legend claims that those who disturb or open the tombs of pharaohs would be cursed with misfortune, accidents, or even death. The origin of this curse dates back to the time of the discovery and exploration of ancient tombs, especially in the 19th and 20th centuries. Stories began circulating about tragic events or mishaps, supposedly caused by disturbing the rest of pharaohs. Following the opening of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, some individuals involved in the discovery, including Carter himself, faced setbacks and misfortunes. This led to speculation about a possible curse. Similar tales of misfortune and bad luck were also linked to other discoveries of royal tombs. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the curse of the pharaoh has found its way into popular culture and remained an intriguing subject in books, movies, and media exploring ancient Egyptian history and archaeology. Aside from the pyramids, there is also the colossal Sphinx. The Sphinx is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human. The most famous Sphinx stands beside the pyramids in the Giza complex in Egypt. The Giza Sphinx is a colossal statue having the body of a reclining lion with the head of a pharaoh, presumably that of Pharaoh Khafre. It stands on a pedestal overlooking the desert. The statue of the Sphinx is approximately 20 meters tall and 73 meters long. It is carved from a single block of limestone and represents an impressive example of ancient Egyptian sculpture and craftsmanship. The Sphinx was considered a symbolic guardian of the tombs and the royal necropolis. It was often associated with protection and power, seen as a protective entity for pharaohs and their tombs. The exact dating and purpose of the Sphinx remain subjects of debate and speculation among archaeologists and historians. While most scholars believe it was built during Egypt's Old Kingdom, the exact dating and original purpose are not entirely known, and thus ends our journey through the ancient world, a world full of mystery and discovery. The pyramids continue to intrigue and challenge us. Their puzzles remain an invitation for further exploration and research. Stay curious, keep exploring, and who knows, we might one day fully unravel the veils of the past.
Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video informative and engaging. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great videos. Please let us know in the comments below what you thought of this video. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to share. We love hearing from you. Thank you for your time and interest. Until the next video.